Hello everyone. Today I want to do an in-depth review of Planet Earth 2, which for a lot of people is the reference type disc for top-end TVs and showcasing what 4K Ultra HD can do. I've displayed this disc on my LG C7 65-inch screen, which as you can see is pretty large. First, some basic things to let you know how I view this movie before I go into this review. I have a C7 65-inch OLED TV, and I display my 4K discs on this Samsung K8500 Ultra HD Blu-ray player. And my total seating distance from the TV is about 2 meters 10, which is a little less than 7 feet. Planet Earth 2 is a documentary series from the BBC, and it has a total of 6 episodes, which are usually centered around a certain part of the world. The set in total includes two 4K Ultra HD discs, which each have 3 episodes on them. And episodes can be things like jungle or desert or something like that. And it also features 2 Blu-ray discs, which also feature the same 6 episodes in total. Also included in the booklet is some artwork and advertisements for the book. I've watched 2 episodes so far, and my first impressions are the quality is very good. Obviously, it's a tad better than some of the best HDR movies which I've seen, but not all. I'll be going further into that. I do like the documentary settings because if you're going to compare this to what Animal Planet puts out, then it's a very huge difference. Something should be said about the picture quality. In some scenes, the picture quality is excellent, especially when you're looking at animals in this documentary. However, a lot of footage has been made when using drone footage, which is about a quarter of all the footage in the documentary. And the drone footage is usually footage from the skies, which is not easily doable. Otherwise, the documentary makers would have to keep using a helicopter of some sort. And the thing with the drone footage is that the quality is a lot less. I usually notice that the drone footage didn't even look 4K. It almost looked like it was just HD footage, which is very noticeable. So there's a pretty big difference in quality between the close-up footage of the animals, which is very sharp in some scenes, extremely sharp, and drone footage, which is usually this B-roll type of footage from gliding over mountains and gliding over forests, which is made by drones. The problem with this footage is that it's not very clear. It actually was a letdown seeing that footage compared to the close-ups, which look extremely sharp. The HDR on this movie is excellent. When actually seeing the close-ups of animals, it's a definite showcasing. It looks almost as sharp as this as this image up here. So as a reference type, you could really consider that. Is it the sharpest image which I've ever seen? No. That should be said. I think if you want to have this feeling of extreme reality, extreme sharpness, you would simply need a higher frame rate, which 4K HDRs usually don't have. I can show you an example of what does have a higher frame rate and what, in my opinion, looks extremely realistic on the C7 65-inch. Planet Earth does look a lot sharper than most 4K movies which I have. But movies like Pacific Rim, in my opinion, do also look very sharp and, in my opinion, aren't very far away. If you were to showcase what your TV can do, Pacific Rim might not be the movie with the best storyline, but for a lot of people who aren't into documentaries, this movie or Life of Pi could actually work out better, because the sharpness in this movie and the HDR is really amazing. I've viewed it, so storyline might not be the very best, but it's watchable. Planet Earth, however, has individual scenes which look extremely crisp. And if you're in the documentary type of movies, this is really recommended. But it should be noted that not the entire movie is as sharp as these close-up of animals. So drone footage, which is featured prominently around the movie, usually gliding above mountains, scrolling above forests, is a lot less crisp than it should be, especially for a movie which has been hyped up as much as this one. I'll be showing you which content, in my opinion, is the most realistic which you can attain with this TV. So let's tune into that. So I'm going to show you a short clip from YouTube, which is actually made by Jacob and Katie Swartz, which make excellent HDR footage. It's strange that YouTube actually supports 60 FPS and can give you an extremely realistic view. To be honest, this is as good as content can get. It looks pretty much lifelike. It's that good. It's that good. It looks just as real as real life footage. So it's unbelievable. It's 60 FPS, it's 4K, it's HDR, it's getting more realistic than this isn't possible. And to be honest, the fact that it's from YouTube actually says a lot. It's in my opinion, if you're going to showcase your TV, then you should really search up 8K Peru, as that's how the footage is called. And in my opinion, it's the best reference footage. There's no better reference than that one, and it's mainly because it's 4K all the way and not just certain scenes. And it's 60 FPS, which these movies and this documentary simply don't have. Obviously, for movies, you don't want 60 FPS as it makes everything look too real. It isn't possible to act anymore when things are so realistic. Like in the reference movie which I just showed you, it's 60 FPS and higher footage should only be meant for either documentaries where nothing is acted at all, or just showcasing footage, because the thing is, 60 FPS makes it so real that you look instantly to the actor, so nothing looks real anymore. So yeah, that's why most people like 24 FPS, because it really gives you this layer of unrealism, where things just don't look very real, but it keeps the movie experience intact. So going back to Planet Earth 2, it's a very nice documentary. It has very nice close-up scenes of animals, but not the entire movie is extremely sharp, extremely bright. It's mostly the footage where animals are actually featured. B-roll footage like gliding across mountains is a lot less than I expected. But all in all, it's a good reference movie, and it's one of the best documentaries which I've ever seen in terms of quality and story also. So this was my review of Planet Earth 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next videos. Goodbye.